Ooh-wee, I'm about to lose some subscribers today. See, we got the ambulance in the back. Y'all already know what time it is. Listen, man. I've been trying to hold my tongue and everything like that with regards to the situation with T.I. and him taking his daughter to the gynecologist and all of that to check her hymen. You know what I'm saying? And as a African-American dad raising a teenager, you know, I feel like I have a perspective that's valuable. You feel what I'm saying? So let me first of all say this. I'm not saying, well, let me first of all say this. T.I., you messed up, brother. What you doing with your child, you wasn't supposed to tell the world. That right there, you messed up on. Because what you doing with her, that's sacred, bro. And that's not something that everybody supposed to know. But I respect you. I respect T.I. Like, it doesn't mean that I don't respect him. I'm just saying right there, he messed up. Because he opened himself up and his child up, which is the bigger issue. And again, I'm not saying that I would necessarily do something like that with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? You know, we talk this, that, and the third, of course. But I'm not saying that that's something that I necessarily would do. But at the same time, let's be real here, y'all. What T.I. is doing with his daughter to ensure her purity, her virginity, her what? Oh, that thing that God gave the thing that God gave women. See, from thousands of years ago, the hymen was a valuable thing. You know what I'm saying? And even in biblical days, for some of y'all who are, you know, y'all heathens, because you could be a heathen and still be whatever. The hymen was of value. I'm talking about if a woman couldn't produce tokens of her virginity, meaning that if blood didn't fall on the sheets the night that she had sex with her husband could leave her. This was God's law, right? Facts, right? So all I'm saying is that virginity is valuable. And as a man, I'm telling y'all that it is valuable. See, we have this concept and this way of putting Western theology and Western norms and worldly standards and just accepting them as if that's the way we supposed to just live. No, it's not right. I'm gonna tell you right now that if you ask any man in this world, like, bruh, I'm talking about like a man like myself, okay? I'm talking about going out here asking one of these barbaric heathens, bro. I'm talking about ask a brother, you know, if you had to choose between the woman that you marry being a virgin or whatever, or not being, 10 out of 10 of them is gonna say I prefer her be a virgin, for real. Because you know you ain't gonna have to deal with all the other drama. So all I'm saying is the way that T.I. is on top of his daughter in this regard, I think is real wise. I think it's smart, okay? But let me say this. This video ain't gonna be long, y'all. Look, this is what y'all got to recognize. A lot of these women that's judging him. First of all, the argument goes, well, T.I. himself was a hoe, so he don't want his daughter to be a hoe. Let me tell you something. And tell y'all how illogical that way of thinking is. So you're saying that T.I. can't tell his daughter how to do her thing because he did his thing wrong, right? That's what you're saying? So following that same logic, because this is the thing that a lot of women's arguments don't pan out logically. I ain't talking about women in general. I'm talking about women with regards to this situation. The problem with that logic is that means that, you know, if a parent didn't go to college and get an education, then it's not right for him to push his child to go get an education. If a dad himself was doing drugs when he was a young person, it ain't right for him to tell his child to, oh, you can't go do drugs. Matter of fact, you can't even want your child to do better than you because you can only go as high as I did. No. Parents are naturally supposed to push their children to achieve more and do greater things than what they themselves did. That's where that comes from. That's called love. See, and this is the problem. A lot of people didn't have, you know, we just being honest, a lot of women, particularly African-American women, didn't have a strong male leader in the house. So what happens is when they don't even know how to process and receive a strong male leader in the house. Okay, so this thing goes deep, y'all. And this is the reason why I'm talking about this, because I look at situations like this and I'm like, man, okay, on one hand, yeah, I see T.I., he was wrong for the way that he went about doing it. But at the same time, it ain't no way in the world that women supposed to be out here judging what T.I. is doing and making his daughter seem like she's just some type of victim of some type of crime and this and that. Like, come on, y'all doing, that's way too much. Listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up out of here. T.I. is African-American, right? Okay. His daughter African-American, right? Okay. Do African-American people have problems, issues pertaining to what we call sexual immorality? Okay. What do you mean, brother? What is the evidence? Do African-American people struggle with single parenthood, struggle with STD rates, struggle with abortion rates? Let me ask that a different way. Do Black American women lead the world in abortion rates per capita? Well, let's just look at the United States. Do Black women in America lead the United States per capita in abortion? Do Black women in the United States, of all women in the United States, lead in STD rates? Do Black women in America lead all women in America in single parenthood rates per cap? Remember that next time you want to talk about what a man, what a dad is doing to ensure that his daughter is living a chaste life. That's the problem I have with a lot of these women speaking, is because, listen, you know, we can't be going to these far extremes. We got issues in our community that this man is effectively dealing with. And this is how I weigh it out, and this is the bottom line. This is where I'm gonna end this conversation. The bottom line is, you judge a fruit based on the end result, right? You know what I'm saying? The conditions in which you raise a tree, you do this, you do that. You could judge it based on the end result, right? What's the end result of the situation? Is old girl still a virgin? Is she still pure? She sure as hell is. According to what T.I said, she is. So what does that mean? That means at the end of the day, whatever he's doing, it's working. It's working. So this is what I would say. For the women out here talking all of this talk about T.I, his daughter, everything like that, you know, answer this question. Was you a virgin when you met your husband? Was you a virgin when you hit your 19th birthday? Did you have a dad in your life who set healthy boundaries and expectations for you, that loved you? Now, if you didn't, don't be mad at me. This is the whole point. If they say, well, no, I didn't, they get mad at me for speaking on it. See what I'm saying? But it have nothing to do with that. I'm just asking a question. Because if you can't answer yes to all three of those things, why are you judging somebody who is? Why are you judging somebody else's situation that you was never in to begin with? Why do you have the guile and the nerve to open your mouth about what a man is doing to ensure the chasteness of his daughters, considering everything I've said in this video? This is why the word of God tell you that, you know what I'm saying, in general, that a woman should learn in silence. And I'm not saying that a woman don't have a voice and there's not a place for a woman to speak and give her opinion and everything else. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, even with myself, listen, hey, I got two ears, right? One mouth. I love to listen more than I like to talk. But there's a time to talk. There's a time to listen. And in this situation with T.I and his daughter, I feel like, man, as much as you seeing women pop off and attack him, listen, y'all know what time it is. And I've already said this, and I believe this. In 2019, like, man, I'm not gonna sit up here and flat out say there's an attack on manhood, because that's a real deep, questionable topic in itself. But I would definitely say that there are a lot of women out there who just don't like men. They have a problem. It's like they're mad that they themselves are women, and they have a problem with men. And what we're talking about is basically like rebellious women who have a problem with men taking the lead. Okay? My word of God, the word of God tells you, the word of God tells you that the head of woman is man. The head of man is Christ. The head of Christ is God. Christ not the head of God. Do you understand me? If Christ try to be the head of God, what that mean? That mean he's a sinner. He's in rebellion. That's foul from the very first moment that he think he's supposed to play that role. So vice versa, if a woman thinks she's supposed to be the head of a man from the beginning, from the jump, no, you're not. You're not. This is the way that it's been set up from the beginning. From the beginning, man. And it's like some women, rebellious women, They don't like that, bro. And they look for opportunities and they look for ways to undercut men. They looking for opportunities to just throw men under the bus, to find any type of way to undercut his authority, his God-given right. Man, somebody need to talk to me, man. But this ain't a video to get into all of that. I just want to illustrate to you in this situation, like, look, man, at the end of the day, and I'm out of here with this one. Leave T.I. situation alone. Leave his daughter alone. You pervert ass niggas out there, excuse my language, y'all out here talking this and that to T.I. daughter, man. Shame on y'all, man. Y'all need to get, you know what I mean? I hope a bus hit your ass. Like, and then I hope you live, but I hope something happened to you, man, because you shouldn't be disrespecting virgins, bro. If it's one thing that we supposed to be protecting in our communities, bro, it's our virgins, man, our young virgin girls, period. You know what I'm saying? The same way we'll put it on the line for, you know, the innocent brothers and sisters out here who get murdered for the police, man. We got to put it on the line for our young virgin girls who actually care about themselves, man. Who actually care about, you know, not just messing up our communities. Because family is everything. With that, I'm out, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, comment below. Tell me what y'all think about this video. I'm gone.